Thank you.
Did you just call me Mr. Criminal?
Yeah.
Did I see you call me?
Lisa,
Well, you can
with
call
the
me
last
Dennis.
name, Lisa,
Okay.
and I'm gonna spell the last name because
Mr. Carbonell, I'm just gonna call you Mr. Carbonell.
All right.
Do not leave the courtroom. Come sit over here.
Did I say you can call me that? Did I?
Come sit over here.
Where would you like me to
Over
sit?
there in the box.
In the box?
Yeah. in the
All right.
box, okay?
All right.
Because I
Is-
told you not to leave the courtroom.
I-
You left the courtroom.
If I offended you in any way, can I be forgiven?
Yes, you can be
All right,
forgiven,
thank
but
you.
you need to sit in the box.
All right.
We're gonna get the public defender to come talk to you. Okay. Anybody else here for 10:30? For 10:45?
Hi, my name's Andrea.
Andrea what?
D-I-E-L-E-M-A-N. Statement as no cause for compliance, Your Honor.
Okay, have a good day, ma'am. You're free to leave.
You just missed it, so the good license. Oh, okay. But I also have, I got a ticket for. What time are you here for, Ms. Jackson?
10:45. Okay, and you have an ID case. Did you fill out the paperwork? Okay, and State, did you get anything back on it?
No, we need to reset it for next Friday, Your Honor, if that's
All
possible.
right, so they're in the process of having the name changed. And so does she need to be here, or are you just gonna have the order then?
She need to come next Friday?
Judge, the information that I received is that she's going to be meeting with Ms. Lilian Ortiz today and the officer. I believe whatever Ms. Ortiz tells you, I honestly.
All right, I'm gonna reset it after 30 days, and, because even after that meeting, it's gonna take some time for them to generate the paperwork that I'm gonna need to sign to get the issue corrected.
Okay,
So look for a court notice after 30 days or so, okay?
thank you.
All right, have a good morning. Yes, you are?
Maddie Walker.
And I didn't do anything except for cooking. You want me to click the X or the, okay. Okay, and then it brings me, and that's the other thing, it does always kick me back to the 9 o'clock.
Right, once you lose it, it doesn't know what you were.
Yeah. So we're on the 10:45. All right, Natalie Walker, you're charged with no valid driver's license, and you have 2 tickets that haven't been paid in quite some time. You can close the case today by agreeing to pay $358 in court costs,
She's also eligible for PTD.
or you can go to the program, which is $200 in a 4-hour class, and that will result in the charge being dropped. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Your Honor, I don't, Ms. Walker just showed me some paperwork that she's paying off the tickets. I don't know if she may be eligible for a reset or something.
Do you want to set the case for trial? Are you going to be able to have a good license in the next few weeks?
Not in the next week.
Okay, so the program probably is your best choice, okay? All right, and have a seat, you'll get signed up. Anybody else that's waiting on the 10:45? 11:15? Come on up, what's your name? Agra?
I think it's related to this other.
Okay, Ms. Agra, you are charged with no valid driver's license. You can set the case for trial and come back with a good license. Yes? Otherwise, you can go to the program, it's $200 in a 4-hour class. Okay. Have a good morning, you'll get notice in the mail, Mr. Porta. Astral, is somebody coming?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, all right. Mr. Whiteside, have a nice weekend. You guys stay in the home for yourself. Have a good weekend.
Oh, well, you are so
Unlike-
lucky that Astral said somebody was coming, because when you came in the door, I was thinking to myself, oh, look, there's Mr. Porta, and maybe I could, ask him to do a pro bono.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Yes, I did. I think we're gonna talk about it. I'll get back to you.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
But I like the way you smiled and said, sure. So probably have a good
No,
weekend.
I don't have enough time to do enough of it, so yeah, why not? All right, take care.
Anybody else ready to call something?
That is weird. Henry Hussein.
What you mean?
All right, let's go to the 9 o'clocks and take things off calendar. Woodrow Clark,
this state's motion for continuance, Your Honor.
all right, and tell me how you notified the defendant.
I sent him a letter,
Okay.
a
what the
week
letter says.
before, over a week before this date.
Okay.
And it was the form letter that
This
you,
division,
yes.
okay, that I approved, okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so state continuance is granted. And, okay, and for Ms. Grinkle?
Yes, Grinkelwitz, Judge.
Grinkowitz? Grinkowitz?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, I called the bondsman, I'm gonna use my bondsman, Aaron Alva's gonna do it, so they're gonna take her out. But what he said is, that, so we're just gonna do the whole 25,000, so I'm not gonna use her bondsman.
But I need to know what's-
And then, the only thing I would ask Judge, as soon as she gets out, she'll go to court options, but if it's after 5 when they close, would it be first thing Monday morning she goes to get the bracelet? Cause the problem is, she has to go now over to the jail, they have to get a jail number, once they get a jail number, my bondsman will immediately bond her out, but you know how that process is, it could be hours before she gets released, so,
Astral, could you
Yes, ma'am.
find out if court options, if she can get a scram bracelet on Saturday, or how late she can get a scram bracelet today, because she's been, can you find that out?
Yes, I've heard that.
Okay, they,
that's why, yeah, I know,
It's a long
it's gonna be a long time, that's why
She
I'm
might not
afraid
get out
it's,
to the next day.
I'm afraid, no, she'll get out today for sure, but
Yes, the bondsman posted now, but
He
it's not too late.
yeah, he's a great bondsman, he's gonna do it now,
okay, so
but,
this is the thing,
Corrections is
it-
the one that released
if
the bond.
we do it with scram, the house arrest with scram, it's $12 a day,
okay,
okay?
yeah, that's fine, Judge. Better to have just the one, that's good.
They're two separate charges, right, Judge?
Mhm. All right, so I'm gonna arraign her today, and her plead not guilty, set her for trial, 15 days for
My
discovery.
pleadings reached the file, Judge?
No.
Not yet? I mailed it on Monday, so I wasn't sure if
No.
they would be here yet.
And just, just want me to put it and make notes?
Yes, Judge, bond both, taking it in custody. But she got 2 counts, Judge, of the,
honor, they can have it today. Tomorrow they close tomorrow.
What time are they open until today?
I didn't know.
Five, I'm sure five at the latest.
But they close tomorrow.
Okay, so there's no drinking, no driving, AA every single day. You'll be monitored 24/7 for alcohol consumption, and you will be on house arrest with GPS monitoring until the trial. Each week, you'll provide documentation to your lawyer, who will then forward that documentation to the court for your daily AA meetings. And you will need to come to court once a month yourself so that I can see you. I am going to request immediate notification from Scram. Sometimes, the judges can structure it however they want to in terms of how quickly we're notified. I'm gonna tell them I wanna be notified immediately. That means that if they call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, that you have been drinking, I will sign an order at that moment for the police to come get you. I have that capability, okay? And we'll know where you are presumably because you're gonna be on house arrest. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna request of Scram, and that's how I'm gonna ensure your safety and the safety of the public. There is absolutely no drinking, absolutely no driving. You do not go anywhere outside your house unless it is to take your mother to the doctor, and to your meetings. Okay?
Is she able to go like grocery store with approval of house arrest, however they normally do their monitoring?
Right, the normal rules for house arrest,
I think they allow you to go to like grocery store, but you have to arrange it. I was just
right, everything has to be arranged in advance.
Yeah, they'll explain all that. When is our next court date, John? And I guess we need a trial date too. later.
Yeah, I don't think I can do the report and the trial at the same time, so.
You don't want it to go through the jail calendar,
Oh,
Judge?
she does need to go through jail.
Right. In case it's, the form's not posted or.
I have to set up for report now because
Court request heaven.
can you just route it somehow because I'm afraid that.
Yeah, we brought it to the jail report.
Okay.
So, Judge, you want me to put the special instructions about you being notified immediately? Okay.
Okay, since I'm not gonna be here for sometime around Thanksgiving, I'm gonna have her report, presuming she's getting out, on November the 8th. Will be a report date, that's a Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Good, how are you? Fine, thank you. All right. I'm with the public defender's office.
Okay.
At the time, here, let's see. I'm not appointed to your case.
Whose
But I'm
case?
gonna help on your case.
On
Okay,
Mr.
that's-
Carbonell's case.
Okay, they're a little confused on who Mr. Carbonell is.
Well,
What's your name, your birth name, on your birth
The
certificate?
birth name that I use is Alexander Carbonell.
Alexander.
I use that name.
How do you spell your last name?
The last name is spelled Carbonell.
Carbonell, okay. So that's the name you go by, that's your birth name?
That's
your
the name I use.
That's the name you use?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much. It's.
I mean, if I was a friend of you and I said, hey, how's it going? I'd say, hey, what's up, Alexander Carbonell?
Well, my friends or the friends call me Amicus.
They call you Amicus. That's just a nickname?
That's what they call me. Well,
Okay.
that's the name I use is Alexander
Did you
Carbonell.
receive notice in the mail to come here today?
Did I receive?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because how did you know to come here today on the DWS
Well,
charge? I believe that's what you're being charged with, right?
Me or Alexander? Alexander is, I'm here to help the court settle the matter for Alexander.
Okay, but you can't come on behalf of someone else unless you're an
I
attorney.
use that name.
So it's you.
How can I be a name?
Right, but you're confusing the courts by saying you're here on behalf of someone else. You
Did
just
I say that?
I don't.
I-
Okay.
I basically told, I believe I told,
Where were you born? Miami?
where was I born?
Yeah.
Well, the birth certificate says in New Jersey.
Okay. How long have you been in Miami?
Why is that important?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out who you are.
Well,
'Cause
I told you
I
you
don't
could
know
call,
you're from
I told you you
Alexander
could call me Amicus,
'cause
but
I'll be straightforward with you right now. You can't take a plea and close out your case.
whose case is that? Does that have anything to do with me? I use that name.
Are you fucking with me?
Do you think I am?
I think you are. I don't-
Why? Why would I be? I'm
Okay,
here to help. Look, listen. I
You
believe
can't
I'm
be
here.
to help someone else.
I'm here to help the court settle the matter. I believe I'm here to help the court settle the matter. I use that name.
Okay, do you
That's
have
the
any
name.
ID?
Well, you guys don't know who you're looking for? Like, you guys don't have a picture of Alexander Carbonell in the
No,
system?
But you're gonna have to say on the record who you are, and if you're lying, then you get
Well,
arrested for contempt.
the thing is, I use that name. I'm not going to say I'm a name when I'm not. I use it.
You use that name.
I use that name
because that
to
was the name
conduct.
assigned to you when you were
That
born.
was the name that's on the birth certificate that the mother gave me.
Okay, have you? Okay, I don't mean to offend you. Have you do you have a history of medical? Any medical?
Why is that important?
Oh, because I need to tell the court that you're competent to take the plea.
But the thing
Do
is,
you have any medical
how?
history?
What does that
Right,
what,
'cause I'm gonna
what does it
tell
have
you,
to do with me?
and I'll tell you
Pretty
exactly right
much.
now.
I use that
You're
name.
claiming to be Alexander Caballo.
Did I claim that, or did I say I used the
You
name?
claimed it. I asked you your name, and that's what you said.
Did I say that was my name, or I used the name?
Okay, you can't use a name that's not yours.
What do you
You
mean?
can't just
Okay,
use, you can't
okay.
say-
Do you know for a fact if your name, the one you use, is actually yours?
Yes, because it's on my birth certificate.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Okay. Well, I
And
believe.
it's actually not the name I use anymore. I had it changed because I'm adopted.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you what I believe because you might not care, but I believe in something, and I use that name. That's pretty much I use that name.
Have you always used this name? Have you ever used any
Oh,
other name?
that's the only name I use. Like if a cop was to stop me, I'll tell him the same thing, and then he'll look it up in the system, and then I believe a picture will pop up that looks like me. I'm not gonna say it is me because it's a picture. So if you,
Again, do you have any history of medical? I know you don't have to answer it.
I mean,
I mean,
I don't
anything
think
you tell me is
is it relevant though? Like really,
Okay,
like
because-
medical history relevant to any of this? I mean, I'm here. I believe I'm here to help the court settle the matter. Like
Okay, to take a plea to close out your case to help
Who-
the courts. you
my,
have-
he keeps referring to me as
Alexander Caballo.
as my case. I believe
Are
that
you
what does
char-
that have to do with me? I use that name.
Okay, are you charged with DWS?
Me? Am I charged or the name?
The name.
How do you guys charge me?
You're making my day, man.
How do you
We
guys
gotta
charge
hang
me? You guys are charging this name, which I
Okay.
believe it's a.
And that's who you represent to be.
Well, I'm not representing to be anybody. I'm here to help you guys settle the matter. Like, I'm not gonna say that's me, because it's not. I'm right here. How can that be me? I'm right here. That's the
you
name.
go by.
That's the name I use.
The name you
I
go
use
by.
it. Well,
The name you go by.
pretty much, if it means the same thing as using it, does that mean the same thing as using it?
Okay.
Go by?
The offers PTD or withhold. Would you be interested in taking those to close out your case?
What the thing
Let
is,
me explain to you
what
what
does
they
it
want.
have to do with me? I'm not here to
She might take you into custody.
for what though?
For what?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's a good
Well,
point.
if she, I mean, if that'll help settle the matter, like
No,
really, if she needs for me to be in custody, like
no.
to fingerprint,
And I'm trying
to
to,
f-
I'm
to-
trying to resolve this. I want
Yeah.
to resolve this.
I mean, I'm not scared to go into custody, but why would I have to if I'm here to help the court settle the matter? Like, I'm here to help you guys settle this. I'm not here to take a plea or anything for that name. I'm here to let you guys know.
So you don't want to close out your case. So you want to
It's
set it for
how,
trial.
what does it have to do with me? How come you
I
keep
don't know,
saying
you're
it's
the one
my
who showed
case?
up here today. No
You-
one's saying it's you. You're the one who's coming on behalf
I'm
of this
coming
case.
because I believe I want to stay in honor. I'm not gonna if they send a notice to the house and I don't show up for that name, what happens? A bench warrant for the name, and then I'm in jail.
Correct.
I'm here.
Yeah, you can't just say, "Oh, I don't go by any name," and
I'm here.
and the laws of the United States don't attach to me or apply to me
Well,
because that name is not me.
Did I say that though? Did I ever say that?
No, but that's what you're leading me to believe. That
thing
the name
is-
is like a separate entity from you.
Well,
And no, your
isn't
name
is
who
it or isn't it or isn't it? Because it looks like to me you guys don't know what you're
Let
looking
me
for.
tell you what the law is. Every person needs to have an identification. Let's start there. So you need to be identified by a name. It's the law. So you can't just
Okay.
say, "I'll use that name." It's
Okay, why not? Because you say so?
no,
Or
no. The legislature did.
and who's that? What does she have to
The
do
people who the people of the state of Florida voted
with? Okay,
for
but
to make the laws.
so
'Cause if
I
not, there
have
would
to
be
say.
chaos because everyone would say, "I don't
Well,
have a name."
the thing
And
is,
so to have a
the
more
thing
orderly.
is-
I mean, I can give you a speech if you want, but
I mean, I'm here to help you guys settle the matter. Pretty much, I'm not here to take any offers for that name. I'm here to help you guys
Okay.
settle this.
okay, we can't settle because you have to take an offer because you have to be.
Why do I have to do what you guys want me to do? I can't do what I want to do. Like I really have to say, well, I am that name when I'm really not. I use it. You understand where I'm coming from?
No.
Oh, well,
Okay, well the offers.
who are you? Pretty much, you're
My
the
name is Jeremy Triana. I work for the public defender's office.
Well, sorry, we should have started
And
this
my name
earlier.
is Jeremy, and I go by my name, and I use it, and it's mine. I own it. That's
Excuse
what I
me.
go by.
Okay.
And
Well,
you're Alexander Carpenter.
Well, since you're a PD, I'm pretty sure you can file a motion for that name.
No,
No?
I can't because I don't represent you technically because they're not seeking jail. You only have a right to attorney if they want jail.
Okay.
So, at this time, you're a pro se litigant.
So
You're
then
on your
why
own.
why did they call you then? Like really?
I assist the courts. That's my
You
job.
assist
If
the
the
court?
judge asks me to assist, then I will.
Well, if you would like,
Let me
I
just
mean,
speak. To
go
close out
ahead.
your case, the DWS,
you
there's two
keep
options.
referring as my case. I use it. I use that name. How can it be my case?
Were you pulled over for this charge? Were you ever pulled over?
Was
For
I
driving
pulled?
with
Was
a
I
suspended
pulled
license?
over?
Yes.
Well, did that happen? Why am I here?
Okay, I really don't know what to do right now. The offer to close out Alexander Caballo's case. I'll speak in the third person. Is PTD is the best offer they can make in a criminal case. It's $200. You do a 4-hour course on driving.
Is this all
gets
about
us
money? Because if it's all if
Absolutely.
it's about money,
Absolutely.
I
I'll be the first one to
have
tell you
I
it's all
have
about
no money at all. How can I pay something for Alexander when I don't own anything? I don't have any Federal Reserve notes. So, like really, did I have to pay anything when I was born? So I own nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna call up your case. I can't say that you can take a plea right now or anything.
But who are you? You're representing the name? You're representing Alexander?
I'm not representing it.
Okay,
I'm
so-
just gonna. I don't know.
I mean, just
You're beating me. You win.
I mean, I'm not trying to win or anything. I'm trying
I
to.
don't know what
I'm
you're
trying.
getting with
I'm
this.
trying
If
to
you're not
help.
gonna resolve anything, you're gonna make it really complicated.
I'm trying to help settle this.
But
Like,
why
how-
are you here? Who told you to come here today?
well, who told me to come here today?
Yeah.
Well, they sent a notice to the house.
To where you live.
Well, I don't.
Do you live in that house?
That's the house I use.
Okay.
I use it.
Okay.
I don't know. Would you like some information? I'll give you some information if you like. Well,
Any
you need the
information.
address to the house I use?
Sure.
The address is 13729 Southwest 13th Street, Miami, Florida 33187.
Miami, Florida, 33187?
Oh, yes. I believe so.
And that's the home that your body goes to sleep or dwells in?
Well, I use it.
Oh, you just use the home?
I use everything.
You use everything?
I don't own anything, pretty much.
Okay. Were you ever pulled over by an officer?
Why am I here?
I guess you were. Okay.
Is it? I mean, wouldn't it be hearsay if I was pulled over or not? I mean,
Well, it wouldn't be hearsay if the officer comes in and says, he identifies you, that's the
Well,
person I
where-
pulled over.
who's bringing the claim on that name? Like, who's bringing?
You have a right to a trial to fight
Why,
this case.
the thing is, what does it have to do with me? I use that name.
Is today your arraignment date?
The arraignment for Alexander.
For Alexander's today. Okay, so you have two options pretty much. You can accept the plea or set it out for trial. Let me finish speaking. On the
Go
day
ahead.
of trial, the officer has to come in. If he doesn't come in, the case gets dismissed. If the officer comes in, that means they're ready for trial, and he's able to identify you and say he pulled you over. They'll enter your driving record, or not yours, Alexander Caraballo's driving
Carbonell.
record, and they'll prove that at that date and time you represented to be him, you were driving, then you'll take the fall for it.
Well, the thing is, I never represented it to be him. I believe that day.
Did you give the officer an
Well-
identification?
No, I don't have an identification.
No
I use that name. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of me somewhere, fingerprints associated with that name.
Right. Okay, let's go back out there and
All
see
right.
what we can do.
Just leave this up for trial.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
it's
this is
gonna
actual
set
issue.
What time are you?
The time was 10:30, I believe.
All right, Alexander Carbonell.
Yes, Your Honor, today's his arraignment date. I don't know if you knowingly, voluntarily, intelligently accept any plea at this time.
Are you asking for an evaluation?
I'd be asking the court for an evaluation to find a copy. He claims he uses the name Alexander Caballo, but that's not who he is. He just uses.
Who are you?
Well, can you call me Amicus?
I can call you whatever you like.
That's
Amicus?
Yes.
Like an amicus brief?
Like Amicus Curiae?
Okay, and why did you choose that name?
Well, because I believe I'm everybody's friend.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
By the way, I like your hairstyle today. You look cute. Sorry, no disrespect intended.
Judge, are you asking a PD appointed on this case?
Yes. Did you have him fill out the?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
You can do
It's a
that?
lot of bigger than that.
Okay, I need you to fill out a form do you have a job?
I own nothing. I have no job,
Okay, so
nothing at all.
we need to fill out a form so that I can appoint the public defender to represent you, okay?
Represent Mr. Carbonell, right?
Amicus.
Right,
Mr. Carbonell,
You-
AKA Amicus.
right. You can call me Amicus.
Okay.
Judge, you wanna name off the wheel? For the evaluation?
How you doing, sir? Yeah, come on, sir.
Amicus is present also before the court today because the home he uses received notice for someone at that property to come in today. That's what he informed me of.
Oh my God, confusion.
Mr. Amicus.
Yes, miss.
Have you ever had cases in this building before?
Have I had cases?
Yeah, under the name Amicus or under the name Carbonell or
It's
anything?
a lot of names,
Well,
Judge, it's
is-
a lot of cases under this now, from
Uh,
way back.
Do you need like a birth date or something?
Well, what other names have you maybe used?
That's the only name. That's the name that was given according to the birth certificate.
Okay, so Okay, so on your birth certificate, it says Alexander Carbonell.
Well, on the birth certificate that I use, it says Alexander Carbonell.
Okay, all right, so you'll have to excuse us because we're just a little bit confused, okay? So I'm
Oh.
just trying to figure out if anybody here in this building might know you.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
are-
do you guys have a picture associated with that name? I can give you the birth date. Would you like the birth date for the name?
Alexander Carbonell?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's February. I believe it's February 10th, 1974.
Okay. All right, so what I'm thinking is that maybe since he has a lot of information in the computer, that maybe you could go to the 6th floor and talk to the people that are usually with Judge Francis and Judge Faber and see if they have any personal knowledge of Mr. Carbonell or amicus. Okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
And that may kind of expedite. Yeah, and because, you know, with limited resources and things, if there's already, if there's already sort of some information in the system, then we might be able to just deal with it.
The only thing.
And it may be a good idea to have one of those folks come talk to him anyway.
Okay.
Well, Miss, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Well, I'm looking for dismissal for Mr. Carbonell.
Everybody does.
Is that possible?
It's not impossible. Alexander Carbonell has a failure to pay a ticket that suspended his license and didn't complete quarter to traffic school. And so in order to obtain a good driver's license, Alexander Carbonell would need to accomplish completion of those tasks. So,
The thing is, I would love to help settle this matter, but the thing is,
Astro, could you see if maybe somebody from,
I would love to settle the matter for Mr. Carbonell.
you would?
Yeah, but the thing is, I own nothing.
Unless he's an attorney, he can't represent Mr. Carbonell if he's not Mr. Carbonell.
Well, how can I be him if I'm right here?
So you are Mr. Carbonell.
Did I ever say that? I use that name.
If you use it, so
How can a name be me?
it was assigned on your birth certificate.
We don't need to
Yeah.
argue about it. You
Right.
know, I'll call you whatever you want to be called. As long as I know that you are the person who was given the name Alexander Carbonell at birth and
Well,
has that birthday in 1974, I'm fine.
What do you mean by person, though?
By person?
Yes. What's the what do you mean? When you
I
say
mean,
person?
But you're a
When
person.
when you say person, to clarify,
Defendant, the person standing the
Is it-
that is in front of you right now.
like a man, pretty much? Is that what you mean?
That's the information.
Oh, okay.
Same address, the same.
So,
That's how you get his credit.
Astro just went up to the
It's
6th
not-
floor to
it's
see if
so
somebody could
crazy.
come down and help us, and you can work on the form with him in the meantime.
Okay, that works.
And then if I need to appoint somebody, I will, but I'd kind of like to circumvent.
You want me to
it
wait, Judge?
On the
On
form?
the name?
Yeah. Because maybe,
All right.
okay, what's your name in the back? Oh, yes, come on up. What's your name, sir?
This is basically an affidavit for applying for our office to represent you.
Okay, you keep saying that. You keep saying that. Represent.
Right.
Mr.
To get you a
Carbon,
favorable-
Mr.
To
Carbon.
get Mr. Carbonell's
Okay,
favorable
congrats.
plea.
You have no lawyer now, right?
Alright, so I'm going to speak to you in the third person.
Hmm?
I'm going to speak to you in the third person.
Please, can you?
Okay. This is an affidavit we need to fill out to help Mr. Carbonaro.
Okay, what is that?
If we fill this out, he can get an attorney to represent him on the DWS that he's charged with.
Okay, so the plea offer
thing
is
is,
a request for reckless driving because you completed the.
I'm like totally confused here.
Raise your right
Pretty
hand.
much.
You have two options with this charge. You can represent yourself. You can apply for the public defender's
And your name
office
is?
that will represent Mr.
And
Carbonaro.
sir, you understand
Or
accepting this plea offer
He
means
can
you're
hire
giving
a
up the right
private
to have a
attorney.
trial?
Those are his
And nobody's
rights.
forced you or threatened you
Well,
to do that?
the thing
Are
is,
you under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
Here goes
And
first.
you're
I don't understand why I should
can
just get a continuance from Mr. Carbonell.
Right, and I told you we can set it for a trial date.
The thing is, I'm not here to to enter into any pleas for Mr. Carbonell. I'm here to help settle the matter.
So we can set it. Today's only arraignment, so we can set it for trial, and on that date the officer has to come in.
Are you
The thing is,
coming here today?
you know what? I'm gonna ask for a continuance for that name. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can ask
But-
for the arraignment to be reset. You can do
Yeah,
that.
because I'm not
What's
ready
your
to.
You don't want the public defender's office.
No, I don't believe it has anything to do with me. Like, really.
So you can't fill this out on behalf of Mr. Carbonell.
The thing is,
Am I saying the name right? Carbonero?
well, I think you pronounce it Carbonell. Yeah.
Carbonell.
Oh, okay.
Thing is, what is this exactly? It's a.
This is an application to see if you qualify
You're in compliance.
for the public defender's office to represent Mr. Carbonell.
So for a trial. For a trial.
Yeah, we'll set a trial.
Okay.
date if you
No,
want.
the thing is, I'm not. I would just like continuance for him.
Okay, we can ask the judge.
Yeah, to reset, if that's okay with
Yeah, I
it.
can ask the
Okay,
judge
let's
for that.
go to the 9 o'clock.
But you would like to reset the arraignment date. Or set it for a trial.
Understand his request, let's see what happens when they come downstairs from the 6th floor.
You didn't request a trial date, did you?
No, I asked to reset the arraignment date, not even
Oh,
trial.
okay.
Which is
No,
better.
I just perfect.
Danny,
Hey, I appreciate the help, man.
No, I'm trying.
Sorry for the confusion. Yeah.
And then 9
No,
o'clock.
no, I don't understand why you're here for someone
Mine is
else.
reach your motion
Well,
on
I understand you
calendar.
received notice and you're probably just doing your civic duty to come here.
I would like to stay in honor. I'm not gonna, not come to something that-
Do you want to give me some information about yourself?
about.
Where you work? Anything?
Well, I own nothing. I work. Nothing. I don't work.
Salcido,
I'm unemployed right now.
Rodriguez. Reset to Monday, Raybot, okay.
I just breathe air, drink water, eat.
You have a nice suit.
Well, thanks.
You're not on the streets. You have a home.
Well, I've had this
Tell
for
me.
2 years. No, I haven't gained any weight,
Okay,
so
moving on to
you
10
live with
o'clock,
anyone?
Natalie Alterice.
no.
Is that a notice of appearance, or why does
On
it
your
say
own?
Justin
Mhm.
Beckham's name?
Judge, he only filed a notice of appearance in the system only on the infraction cases.
I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but
Okay,
you have to
could
make
you
some
ask
type
the
of money to
engineer
pay
to
the
call him?
taxes.
Nothing. I don't pay. I don't have anything. I don't own anything.
There's
No job,
Is it an
nothing.
abandoned house?
And I'll
Is
just
the
leave
house
it
in your
open
name?
until Monday.
Well,
I know we're getting off topic, but I'm curious.
On the 10:30.
a lot of people help me
Brian Gant.
here and there.
Your
Like-
friends?
Why do I know that name?
Everybody, like I'm friends with everybody. People love me.
Bishop Bench Warrant 2000.
Like I get everything I need, pretty much for
Nacer
now.
Jabber,
All the
Jaber.
things you need to survive. The basics.
Exactly, basic. Take a
Bishop Bench
shower,
Warrant
eat.
2000.
All right.
Did
Did you used to work? Or
Michael
did you have a job?
Lieberman.
Oh, I believe I did, yeah. I believe Mr. Carbonell had a job at Dean's Gold.
Pedro
So
Mateo.
it was a strip club, badass job. The best job I lost.
No.
Yeah, I know the manager there, Charlie.
Bishop Bench Warrant 2000.
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
Yeah.
So you've been there.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Jennifer
I get around.
Mejia.
Oh, man. Have you been to Tootsie's?
Same thing.
I haven't been to
Oh,
Tootsie's.
man,
I'm not a
you-
big strip club guy.
Neither
Just know
am
Charlie
I.
lives in my building and he's
Neither-
always inviting me.
Neither do I, but I went there. Oh, my God. The friends invited me.
I heard it's like a warehouse full of women.
Dude, it's crazy how much stuff can get for $1 over there.
You
Off
know you
topic.
need to go
Where?
Wonderland.
I heard about it.
This came very
I heard,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
I heard
Little
about it.
pricey.
Well, I feel like I'm in Wonderland right now.
Oh, there you go.
No, can I see, are you for mental health?
I'm from the jail diversion program, which is different from competency evaluation.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to find out if anybody, has interacted with this particular person.
From the mental health administrator's office?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that, because I don't work with them. They're at 55595,
Okay, could we call them?
because he has pending
This,
competency.
yeah.
Comp evals? Competency evals?
I'll stand at the moment now.
Yes, miss.
Are you under the care of a physician for any reason or any sort of a doctor?
Do I look ill, miss? No.
Ill, but that doesn't mean that you might not be under the care of a doctor.
I don't believe so.
Have you ever been prescribed medication for,
Do I, miss?
yes?
Are you insinuating that something like no?
Yeah, I am concerned about your ability to handle these proceedings, I am.
Really, miss? Well, I don't believe I have ever seen a doctor.
Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, of course.
And were you ever represented by the public defender before?
Well, something the grandfather told me is not to look into the past, just to live in the present, the moment. And that's what I focus on, living in the moment.
Okay. All right. Then just have a seat. We'll
All
live
right.
in the moment.
Would you like me to?
Yes, please.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you so much.
I'm not a doctor, but it's my opinion that he is competent. I think the argument he's trying to come across is that although he's Mr. Carbonell, there's only so much the courts can do on their jurisdiction to price him as a person. And I think that's what he's getting at. Like, he's Mr. Carbonell, but that's just the name that was assigned to him at birth. And that doesn't make him who he is.
Is this the sovereign citizen thing?
What is that?
I don't really feel that is.
Okay. Well, then I guess
Who knows?
the court's inclined to order an evaluation. We'll pick someone from the wheel.
Yes.
We'll wait for the mental health minister. I'm trying. I'm making arguments that, that you might be Mr. Carbonell, but that doesn't mean they have power over you.
That's good. I heard that. I peeped that.
That you as a person, they don't have jurisdiction just because someone made that up. I see where you're coming from.
Who, the defendant?
It's like a big game.
Completed.
Big game.
He's completed,
When you
so
say it's all about
if
money.
you want, I can reset
Yeah,
it
it
next
is.
week and you can bring
And
it up.
that's the
Or get
punishment,
the
though. You
authority,
break a
let me see if
crime
there's
law
any
that someone
authority.
makes to get your money. It's how they control the system.
I know people.
You know, how they stop the world from being chaotic.
Oh, I believe it's a perfect system. I believe it is.
He's not gonna fill it out. He's not interested. Oh, we're refusing him.
What happened to like the reset? I would love to settle the matter, but
You want to settle the matter.
I mean, I'm here.
Now they won't even let you settle the matter.
I'm here
You want
to.
to confirm that you're Mr. Cabal?
Well, the thing is,
Miranda
I'm not gonna say I'm Mr. Carbonell because I don't believe I am.
should have been sworn in 2000.
I use that name. Like, if that's what you guys are waiting for me to say that that's me, I don't believe it's possible.
Well, I don't want you to say that because you can incriminate yourself. Because if you're not Mr. Carbonell and you're using his identification code about him, that's identity theft.
I'm not here to go into dishonor for anything. Well, I'm not here to go into dishonor. Well, I'm trying not to say not, but
Not here.
Betty Hines.
I'm here to.
Did you go to high school in Jersey?
Well, no, I came to the States. I believe I was 4.
From Cuba?
Lisa
No,
Navarro.
from Jersey. Sorry, the States.
I clicked OK last time. Let me click this time. Same time.
Did you move down here because your family was down here? Your parents? Did you
Well-
have relations with any of your siblings?
Well, the mom sent me on a plane when I was 4 to live with my 2 sisters.
How did that work out?
To live with the grandmother.
How did that go out?
Look at me now.
Good, I guess.
Lisa Navarro, then sworn in 2000. 15, Marisol Martinez, Shaquille Samuel, Imani Kong, your Marisol. You're charged with driving with a suspended license and
Well, the good thing is
misdemeanor
that to
to get a
close out this
license.
case, Mr. Carbonell has PTD. That's the offer. It's the best offer you can make.
The thing
Short
is,
of dismissing it, setting it for trial, making the officer come in. I mean, if you want to resolve it for him.
no, the thing is, I don't want to enter into any
Right, because you're not him.
undisclosed contracts. I don't believe it's.
Okay, so you're charged with driving with a
No,
suspended
it's-
license and resisting
I use
arrest
that
without
name.
violence.
I
The
use it.
offer is issue or
Are you
amend
mental
on
health?
the suspended license in exchange will
Are
no
you with
cost resist.
Mental Health Administration? Oh, your interpreter.
Okay, so if you want to close this case without becoming a habitual traffic offender, you'd be on probation for 6 months, $250 fine, 50 community service hours, and court costs. They would dismiss the misdemeanor in exchange.
Do you have any questions for me? Do you understand why I'm here?
I believe you're here to help.
Trying to help.
I see that. I appreciate it.
I
I'm
guess
trying.
they got to a point where they didn't want you to see anything else that
That's,
could incriminate yourself without the representation of an attorney.
well, the thing is, I try not to.
Because everything in here is being recorded, so we have to be really careful what we say.
I believe I know how to speak.
Yeah, no, you're very eloquent. You seem very educated. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you.
They might want a competency evaluation. That's where they just do an exam to see, like, if you know a date and stuff. It's a competency evaluation. And I'm telling Judge, I mean,
What is it that you're
I
asking?
don't think we should waste our time. You're competent. What we should just find out is if you're Mr. Carbonell. And if you are, then, well,
I can certainly
Well,
enter a plea of not guilty.
I use the name.
For
You know, I'm not.
but I
I'm
think
not the
that,
name. I use it.
but if
Pretty
we can
much.
confirm your identification through a picture,
Would
then
you like to apply for the public defender?
you have a DWS charge.
Well, if
Mr.
you believe,
Carbonell.
that,
I mean, well, if the photo shows up and stuff, it's hard to dispute
well,
that.
bring the
evidence.
photo.
I know. Let me see. Better find something.
Bring the photo. See if it looks like
Can
me.
I have the notice that they sent you today?
I don't have it.
You didn't bring notice. You just
Anybody else
remember to come
that's still
today
waiting
at
for the case
10:30.
call?
I love coming here. Like when they call the name, I love coming. Like it's exciting to me.
Do you know what other judges you've been in front of?
Any
Other
other
judges.
charges for the name?
No, other judges. Yeah, for the name. Have you personally seen any other judges here before?
In this building?
This is the criminal building, criminal justice building.
I've been in this building
Can you
before.
spell your
Yes.
last name for
Do you
me?
remember what judge?
Last time, no, not really. But in the Broward building,
Okay.
the last
Have you
one.
been arrested before?
The last one was on February 19th.
That's the last time you were arrested?
Me? Yes.
For what?
I think it was possession of MDMA.
MDMA?
Yeah. Well,
I'm not there.
supposedly the ecstasy. That's the charge they gave the name.
That's February 19th you were arrested.
2011,
Okay, so
I believe.
a year, almost 2 years ago.
Well,
And
yeah.
this was your only arrest after the ecstasy charge.
Well, I don't believe I got arrested at all.
For the ecstasy?
No, for the driving.
Oh, it was probably a promise to appear.
I believe.
The officer's option is to arrest you or give you a notice.
Hmm.
Do you know where the DWS was?
Well, the thing is, I mean, you see, I'm going into things like past that shouldn't even be going there. Like all that is irrelevant to me. That already happened.
Right, but we need to see if that's you.
Like, how can that be me? I'm right here. How can the name be me? I'm right here. I use it. If a cop was to ask me, hey, is this your picture?